Alright, just jumping out at north side, and this is the cover crop, the multi-species mix for the summer. And a similar spot where I stopped before, and you can see these taller patches where the hay was fed out. If you've watched that video, it was just millet silage that I fed out last winter, and it had extra organic matter. It's just really helped the germination in a dry start to this crop. But this is what the bulk of it looks like. By no means, you know, filling in every square inch just yet, but this is its real first chance where it's got a run on and had a bit of moisture from the rainfall and the good heat that we've been getting. So it is kicking along okay. You can see where the bar here is the thickest. It's struggling the most against the grass competition. And then places where you're more likely to grow your paspalum, you can see it's just that little bit better, a bit taller, stronger plants, a bit more plant density. So I'm no expert on it, but I'm sure it's some symptom of what the soil type is and the soil health, with the bacteria and the fungi and the biology that's going on in there that allows the paspalum to grow and compete in the first place. So the other plants are taking advantage of that. I'll just walk across this crossing quickly without making the video too long and boring. But this is a very hard part of the track, and you can see nothing's really growing there, so compaction's a big barrier to germination as well, of course. And then just in the general part of the paddock, there's no real difference across this section. It's just your standard pasture that's been rotationally grazed. I drilled into it and then mulched 4 days after the planting date to try and limit the grass competition. We had about 30 mil of rain almost immediately after planting, which was great, got the germination going, but then had 3 weeks of dry, hot weather, and that really stunted the growth and allowed the grass to probably come back and compete a little bit harder than it would have otherwise. But yeah, the sun hemp's going well, cowpea, soybean, buckwheat went very good early. It's all gone to flower. There's some corn and millet poking up. You can see some of those bigger plants. They haven't germinated as well, I wouldn't say, and some of it's looking a bit yellowed off, like that's a bit of millet that's looking a bit sickly, probably needing more nitrogen or phosphorus than what's here. I should say this has all been planted without any fertiliser as well, so that's worth noting. I'm purely putting out seed, drilling it in, and then mulching to help limit the competition. No herbicides, no fertiliser. And the idea is to grow a bit of summer legume now so that I can follow up and put a pretty heavy winter legume mix in and really try and start lifting the nitrogen in the soil and the biology with the different species. So yeah, that's the plan. It's looking a hell of a lot better than it was a few weeks ago, and looks like a bit of a weedy mess, I'm sure, for the people driving along the road, but that's up to them. And I'd like it if it got up to be 6 foot tall and powering along. Then I can bomb the cattle in. Anyway, I'll keep you updated.